What's happening, sickos? Thanks for tuning in for another reaction here on the channel. I hope you're having an absolutely killer day. If you happen to be new around here, I'm GoreCore, and today we are once again going to hit up the band Cryptopsy. We're checking out their latest video entitled Flayed The Swine, which comes off of their upcoming album As Gomorrah Burns. This is due out on September 8th through Nuclear Blast Records. I'm definitely looking forward to this album. I checked out the last single they put out, thought it was absolutely killer. I've been a fan of this band since the 90s. If you watched that reaction, I already mentioned how these guys were very influential to me. Definitely one of my first death metal bands I got into and have loved for many years. That being said, let's get into this, see what they have for us this time. Digging her grave. Ooh, that's cool. A little bit different. Definitely some cool riffing in this one. It's a bit different for these guys. Oh, we got blood. Oh, I love it. Loving this groove riff. Do me a favor, if you frequent these videos and you enjoy them and you haven't subscribed yet, see that subscribe button down there? Do me a favor, grab your knife and just stab the hell out of that subscribe button. It helps the channel grow. We would definitely appreciate it. With that being said, this song was absolutely killer. Great job by Cryptopsy here. Very much enjoyed it. That's two singles that I thought were absolutely brilliant. I can't wait for this album to drop on September 8th. I think it's going to be just amazing and definitely one of my favorite albums of the year. These guys just bring the intensity and the brutality. Definitely death metal stuff that I very much enjoy. And of course, being fellow Canadians, I'm certainly happy to help support them. These guys were a huge influence for me as a teenager and pushed me to get more extreme with my music, and I think they probably had that effect on many bands over the years. So these guys are purveyors in the genre. You really can't knock these guys at all. Even if you're not a fan, they've been such an influence in the scene that you have to respect them. Mind you, they had a moment that they fell off the boat a little bit. They tried to go a little bit metalcore, and I wasn't really a fan of that, but as you can hear in this, they've come back and gone full death metal again. So it's nice to see them back in the scene and kicking ass, because they definitely deserve to be there amongst all the top tier bands. That being said, the musicians are absolutely killing it. Flo is definitely a monster on drums. We got crazy blast beats like always, super fast old bass, and same fills all over the place. This guy doesn't stop. There's never a moment's rest. And this one actually had a tiny little bit more breathing space than the last one. As we got into the song, there was that groove, and we actually had a moment to headbang and thrash out for a moment, which really we didn't in the last one. It just kind of kept going and going and going. This guy's just like the Energizer Bunny. He doesn't let up at all. Absolutely killer and fantastic. Guitar work in this was great. I really like the fact that when the song started out, we had these like higher harmonized notes going on, and that feels different for Cryptopsy, but it feels good. It's definitely done well. It definitely adds to the band, and at the same time doesn't distract it all. So it's a nice addition while still retaining their sound. Of course, we have those classic Cryptopsy moments for sure. As I already mentioned, I really like that groove that hit later on. Allowed me to headbang and thrash. Oh, definitely cool stuff there. Matt's doing a great job on vocals. His vocals are absolutely sick. I've mentioned in the past that I thought he sounded a little bit like Sven from Aborted, but I feel like on this album, he's actually getting away from that sound a little bit and has his own kind of characteristic voice going on. So it's definitely cool to hear. He's a great addition to the band. Obviously, he's been in the band for a long time now, but I grew up on stuff with Lord Worm, and I have to admit that that's what I love the most. And then when they had Mike DeSalvo join the band, I really wasn't the biggest fan because I'm not into that hardcore kind of vocal, but Matt's vocals are absolutely sick. I definitely enjoy them very much. Like I said, I can't wait to check out this album when it drops on the 8th. They're just absolutely killer tracks so far, and I'm sure the rest of the album will be just the same. Now, as far as the video goes, it looked absolutely beautiful, very nicely filmed, very professional looking. Of course, I like the horror elements of this. I love the blood splashing in Buddy's faces. It looks like he's stabbing somebody. I don't know what they're trying to convey in this video. I was a little confused when we hit the ending because he's digging this grave and then he's down in the grave and then it looks like it's him looking down upon himself. So I'm sure there's some kind of symbolism here that I'm not catching on to. That's not my forte. I'm not great with that stuff. But if you know, please let me know down below. I'd be happy to be educated about this. But it looked great. Obviously, the band footage looked great as well. I like the lighting in this. The use of red lighting just adds to that. Black background just looks beautiful. My favorite color. So great stuff overall. If you enjoyed this, support them like any band that you enjoy. And of course, if you want to help support this channel, then please impale that like button. And if you'd like to get our future updates, then stab the notification bell down below for that. As well, don't forget to check out the socials down below. You can follow me on Instagram or TikTok. You can put in requests. There's a Spotify playlist there for reactions I've already done. And if you'd like to check out my band, Cephalectomy, then click on that Mr. Grind Studios link down below. If you check out anything, let me know. I'd be happy to get some feedback from you. Thanks so much for tuning in for this video. Always appreciate all of your support and taking the time to watch these videos. Hope you have an absolutely killer day. Thanks so much, everybody. Cheers. Stay sick.